So just know that thinking thoughts of how valuable you are so important in propelling you forward in the direction of your goals. And those thoughts can really support the action that you're taking. You don't necessarily need to take different action. You can simply just start thinking different things around what you think about yourself, what you think about your value, what you think about your business, what you think about what you have to bring to the table. And those thoughts are going to support your action in a completely different way than those icky thoughts that you've had. Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Natalie. I am your mindset coach, here to support you in shifting your internal world so that you can show up even more powerfully in your external world. We are starting a new series of vids, and it's going to be a monthly theme. So this month, May, we are talking about business mindset. And next month, June, we're talking about romantic relationships, how to let love in. So what we're focusing on for the next 4 weeks is going to be how to shift your mindset to show up and increase your earning potential in your business. So whether you have been in business for a while, whether you're an entrepreneur, or this can also apply to you if you're just a professional in maybe the medical field or in different aspects of business in the corporate world, finance, whatever that might be, this is for you. All of these principles are universal. All of these principles are specific and can be shifted and utilized in different aspects and different careers. So hopefully you can take something from today's video and the videos for the next 4 weeks, because there's going to be 4 different topics every single week. Every Sunday, 6 p.m. PST, you can expect a new video popping up here on my channel. So make sure to set it on your calendar and to subscribe. So today's topic, and this week's first topic, is going to be the power behind knowing and exuding your value in sales. This is one of the most underrated topics when it comes to mindset work. And it's one of the first things that I talk about with any type of new client and also any type of new community that I'm coaching. And this is going to be one of the first topics that I teach on. And one of the best things that you can do for your business, for your career, whether you're a doctor, you're an engineer, you're an entrepreneur, you're a coach, you are a yoga teacher, whatever that might be, one of the best things that you can do for your business and for your earning potential is exuding your value, exuding how you feel, what you believe, and what you think about yourself and what you have to offer to the world, to your community, to your people. A lot of business owners doubt their businesses, themselves. A lot of people doubt, can I do this? Am I going to be able to support someone? Am I going to be able to make the money? Am I qualified enough? And I want you to recognize that these thoughts of doubt, of fear, of anxiety, of questioning, and not fully knowing your value, these thoughts are not supporting you in being that successful coach, in being that successful entrepreneur. They're getting in the way. Because when you show up in sales, when you show up in your marketing, when you show up in writing different content, when you show up in supporting your people, if you're showing up with thoughts of doubt, thoughts that are inconsistent, thoughts that are full of anxiety, these thoughts are not supporting you in showing up as your most confident self, as your most open and communicative self also. I talk about this more in my Mindset Kickstart course. And if you're wanting a little bit of foundational teaching, it's just a 1-hour course, but I teach more about how everything that we think lays a foundation for how we act. And then the results that we experience due to that action that is supported or not supported by what's happening in here, our thoughts, feelings, and our beliefs. And so when it comes to really exuding and knowing your value, I know it feels a little not graspable, but I want you to notice and just think about it right now, hypothetically. If you believed in yourself a little bit more, if you were able to shift into knowing and exuding your value a little bit more this week, how would your results be different in your business, in your workspace, and with your team this next week? Would they be different? Versus having thoughts of maybe doubting yourself, questioning yourself, wondering if you're showing up in the way that you need to, wondering if you're valuable enough for people to want to invest in you or for people to want to work with you as their real estate agent, whatever that might be. What thought patterns are going to be more supportive? Are they going to be ones of believing in yourself, knowing, feeling, and exuding your value? Or are they going to be thoughts of doubt, questioning, and feeling a little bit like an imposter? You get to decide. You get to answer that. So here are a few tips and shifts for how you can start really leaning a little bit more into knowing, feeling, and exuding your value. Number one, I want you to recognize that your desire to be successful in your career, build this business, your desire to make more money, serve more people, impact a specific industry, your desire is meant for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't desire it. I give this example all the time, but I was raised in a household of engineers. Both of my parents are engineers. I grew up in the car environment. I would go multiple times a year to work with my parents. I loved cars. And I was surrounded by two very logical brained engineer parents. And never once did it cross my mind, I want to be an engineer when I grow up. Maybe, yeah, maybe. It never crossed my mind. And it's so crazy that I was so immersed in that. But that never crossed my mind because that idea, that career path was not meant for me. So I want you to know that your desire to help people in a specific way, build a successful business in a particular industry, pursue a successful career on a particular path, these are meant for you. These desires are meant for you. So when you know that this is for you, otherwise you wouldn't desire it, otherwise you wouldn't think it, you get to believe in it a little bit more. So that's number one. Your desire to build this, to pursue this, has purpose, otherwise you wouldn't desire it. Point number two, there's someone, multiple someones that is meant to be impacted by what you have to offer, otherwise you wouldn't feel called to offer it. There's someone out there who needs what you have, based off of your expertise, based off of your tools in your toolbox, based off of your education, based off of also what you've maybe learned through different hobbies. There's someone that can benefit from what you have. And if you feel called to give that, there's someone whose life could very well be changed because of that. There's someone, at least one person, if not multiple someones that can really benefit from what you have to offer. And when you realize that it's not just about you, when you pursue this business, when you do the thing, when you show up and start selling and really going wholeheartedly into this new career path, into this new business, when you recognize that there's someone on the other end of that that's going to benefit from you saying yes to pursuing this, it makes it so much bigger than just you. And it gives it more purpose. And it helps you really connect to someone needs it. And if I'm not showing up to give it, I'm denying that. I'm not giving someone the opportunity to work with me, to gain these values, to gain this insight, to gain these tools. And another thing I want to add on to this point number two, when it comes to really leaning into your value, even though there might be hundreds of thousands of other people doing the same thing that you're doing, someone's meant to receive it from you. Someone's meant to receive that coaching from you because of your heart, because of your intention, because of how you show up, because of how you talk, because of how you lead. Using myself as an example, a lot of people hire me as their mindset coach because they love my energy. But there's some people who don't hire me because of my energy too, and I'm okay with that. There's some people who want a mindset coach, but they want to work with someone who is high energy. I'm not a big tough love person. I won't tough love you in coaching very much, if at all. They want someone who is supportive of that. Whereas there's other people who need someone who has a personality that is a little bit more tough love, is a little bit more aggressive, is maybe a little bit more calm, and the energy isn't as vibrant as mine, and that's okay. So you get to know that even if there are so many other people doing what you're doing, there's only one you who's doing what you're doing. And there's someone who resonates with you, resonates with your heart, and wants to work with you because of who you are and the tools that you have. And the sooner you recognize that, the bigger your why gets to become, and the more valuable you get to see yourself. So that's number two. And finally, the last point that I want to touch on in regards to a perspective with really leaning into your value, exuding value in your sales, in your content, in your marketing is for everyone. It's a win for everyone. When you hop on a sales call with someone who really believes in their value, you're that much more likely to want to work with them. As opposed to if you hop on a call with someone who's maybe a little hesitant of, ooh, I don't know if I can really help this person, chances are you're going to feel that and you're not going to want to necessarily work with them because you're going to feel something off, whether it's conscious or subconscious. Exuding of value or maybe lack of personal belief in one's value is felt. So when you really exude it in all aspects of your marketing, your business, your coaching, your sales, all of that, it really is a win for everyone. A powerful belief combined with consistent action taking is a really good recipe for success. And the sooner that you start believing in the action that you're taking consistently, the more success you're going to build as a result of that action taking. Again, I talk about this more in my Kickstart course, but I'll give you a little bit of insight on what I mean by this. I can take consistent action, but if my thoughts are not supportive of that action, there's only so far that that action will take me. If I'm taking consistent action in consistently marketing my business, consistently posting content, consistently reaching out to people, but my thoughts are thoughts of doubt, of questioning, of anxiety, of fear, then my action is only going to be that successful. It's only going to take me so far. Whereas if my thoughts are thoughts of, absolutely, this is valuable. I'm so excited for more people to work with me. My content is so good. I'm so excited for people to really resonate with it. I have so much to offer. People's lives are meant to be changed. If those are my thoughts and I'm feeling thoughts of excitement, of passion, of motivation, of service, of joy, of peace, and then I'm taking the same action, how much further are you going to get in terms of success with those thoughts? You're going to have two different result experiences. So just know that thinking thoughts of how valuable you are so important in propelling you forward in the direction of your goals. And those thoughts can really support the action that you're taking. You don't necessarily need to take different action. You can simply just start thinking different things around what you think about yourself, what you think about your value, what you think about your business, what you think about what you have to bring to the table. And those thoughts are going to support your action in a completely different way than those icky thoughts that you've had. So I like to give everyone homework, and at the end of every single one of these little short teachings, I'm going to give you homework. So I want you to write a list of 50 different value points that you or your business or your team has to offer. Write down a list of the different ways that you are serving people, the different tools that you have, the different personality that you bring. Make sure it consists of tangible and intangible things. Write a list of all the different value that you bring to the table in your business, in your career, in your position. And I want you to, after writing that list of at least 50, and if you can't come up with 50, if you can only come up with 10 or 20, I want you to comment below, because I'm going to call you out and I'm going to help you identify a few more, because each of us can come up with at least 50 things that we bring to the table in our careers, in our businesses as leaders. And I'm here to help you if you need that help. But once you write the list, I want you to really feel into how freaking chonky that list is. Feel into the abundance of this list and lean into how it feels to know how much you have to offer to your clients, how much you have to offer to your industry, how much you have to offer to your team. Then show up with that energy when you write your content, when you send those emails, when you do that outreach, when you hop on those sales calls, when you hop on those coaching calls, when you hop on those team meetings. Show up with that energy, show up with that feeling, show up with those thoughts of, holy cannoli, I have so much to offer. Wow, I forgot, and that's okay. Show up with those thoughts. Show up thinking those things, then act from those thoughts and those feelings, and start to see how the results start to flow in a different way because of that. Every single one of you has so much to offer, and the sooner you believe it, the sooner the world wins. So I'm here to support you in seeing that. Comment down below, what are some of the value items that really stood out to you? I love to hear from you guys. Know that you can expect another video from me on business mindset next week. Same time, same place. So I'll see you guys then. If you need any help with courses, when it comes to mindset work, I do have a few courses. You can just check out all the links down in the comments. No, it's not. You can check out all the links down in the notes. And I'm here for you if you need me. But see you next week. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye.